This episode is brought to you by Buy My Stuff on eBay. Yes, you too can buy my stuff from eBay. Simply search for the seller, Tin Dog Podcast, and you can own some rare and collectible items. From the same people who brought you Buy My Books on Amazon. Check the show notes for a direct link.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to another Tin Dog Podcast. Now, you see, the thing is, I come out with the best intentions to get a regular release schedule. It's like, I'll do Ulysses on this day, I'll do a quiz on another day, I'll do a standard Big Finish review, I might come back and I'll do the Sandman, all of this business. I start out with wonderful intentions, and then they go and release the 13th Doctor. So that just throws me, because I should be listening to that. But you know what? I am a little bit busy, so that's for my journey home tonight. So before I go down that road, I need to talk about something that was simply marvellous. It's Doctor Who Halloween. Now, here's the thing. The title is now out of stock on CD. And today's only November the 13th, because everyone likes a spooky Doctor Who story. Genuinely. It's the sort of thing I actually would have liked, because it's 4 stories. So you can see it like, hey, here's some spooky Doctor Who stories, which is good. Or you can see it as a smorgasbord, a taster of various Doctors that you may or may not have had something to do with. We'll discuss that as we go, but I'm going to read a synopsis for each of the stories and then we'll discuss each one. As always, I'm going to try and be as spoiler-free as possible. But the chances are, given that it's, sold out, obviously it's still available on, or digital download, but that's fine. Okay, let's deal with this. Dare you step into the shadows? Terror awaits across time and space, silent assassins, primordial evils, and horrors that defy imagination. The Doctor's universe has never been more terrifying. Nice. Okay, there's 4 stories in this box set, each of them the equivalent of, say, 1 disc. Sea Smoke by Jonathan Sims, a First Doctor and Dodo adventure. The First Doctor and Dodo arrive on the Scottish Isle of Ulfsay during the height of the 19th century boom in kelp burning. Oh yeah, it's historical, alright. Ish. They quickly realise something is wrong as the smoke from the latest batch of kelp begins to cause horrific transformations on the island. Now you know that I'm a Lovecraft fan. And with Lovecraft comes a certain level of body horror. So this is, for some people out there, Doctor Who does The Thing. Or, for other people, this would be Doctor Who does, say, The Innsmouth Thing. Yeah, you get it. You get where we're going. It's a full action drama. It's not a collection of short stories or side trips or short trips or whatever you want to call them these days. Now, this is full-on actual drama. So if you've not experienced the First Doctor and Dodo on audio with an actual cast, good place to start. And you will suddenly realise and go, this Stephen Noonan was cast on purpose. It works. It really works. And this is, my God, it's good. It couldn't possibly... Well, you can imagine it being on TV in a kind of a... We tried really hard with the effects kind of a way. And you can imagine it being a Doctor Who story and going, that was really damn good. It's dark. Well, they're all dark. It is full of foreboding, and it is just a bit more creepy than it should be. This is going to be a new regular occurrence. These Halloween releases need to be something good, because Doctor Who, when it's done well, can be damn spooky and terrifying. And if you like your Lovecraft, this story's for you. And then the next story, well, this is Party Favours by Georgia Cook, who always pulls in a great script. This is a Kate Stewart and Osgood adventure. For those of us out there who like Osgood and Kate, but aren't fond of New Unit, and aren't particularly excited about the war against the land and the sea, or what did they call it on Radio Free Scar? Turf and Surf, or Surf and Turf, or the sea and the land. You know what? It doesn't matter. This is what we're actually up for. This is what we're here for. Synopsis. All Bev wants to do is host her yearly Halloween party and heal her fractured relationship with her girlfriend, Annika. Unfortunately, her reclusive upstairs neighbours have been invited to the festivities, and all they want to do is feast. Oh yeah. I don't want to tell you who the Doctor Who villains in this story are, but my God, this is dark. You see, we've always had those lovely portmanteau movies with Doctor Who. No, not with Doctor Who, just in British horror literature. You know, I want to say Zabotsky, the guy who did the Doctor Who movies. Anyway, he used to do those, what were they called, portmanteau horror movies, where you would have individual tales all brought together, and then they would possibly all make sense at the end, or in the really disappointing ones, we found out that all of the characters were in an asylum, that kind of thing. That's not going on here. But what is going on here is you've got those individual stories because it's a lovely box set, but you've got characters who exist in the Doctor Who universe who are beloved by any measure, behaving in the way they're supposed to and having just a cracking adventure. And if you remove the Doctor from the equation, and the creatures are pretty intense, even Unit's going to have trouble, and boy oh boy are they having trouble with this one. It's not just timey-wimey, it's got melty type walls. It is deservedly part of the horror anthology. It's great. It's still 100% Doctor Who, but it is, well, worthy of the Halloween set. Now, Story 3, Bramble King, by Noga Flashion. I'm so bad at saying certain names. I do apologise if I got that one wrong. An 8th Doctor and Audacity adventure. I am really enjoying the Audacity stuff. So, the Doctor and Audacity encounter a strange vision which leads them to Walpurgis 9, a cargo ship drifting powerless through space. In an attempt to assist the ship's crew, they become entangled in the secrets and encounter the malevolent entity known as the Bramble King. The Bramble King absolutely belongs in their own mythology. This is, well, not the weakest of the lot, but it's the one that feels most like a standard Doctor Who story. It's very dark, but it could have been part of a normal, run-of-the-mill 8th Doctor set. See what am I saying? Run-of-the-mill. There's no such thing as a run-of-the-mill 8th Doctor. The standard is superior. The standard is great. And I am so sorry for anyone who thought they were meeting the 8th Doctor at Gallifrey, only to have those dreams shattered and moved on. And everyone, all of the Doctor Who fans went, yay, yay, we're going to get more Doctor Who, and it's going to be the 8th Doctor, and it's all going to be fine because he's cancelling Gallifrey, and then we're going to, and oh no, he's doing Luther. So yeah, we got excited, we got our hopes up, we saw patterns that weren't there, and 8th Doctor line, and that's fine. If you like the 8th Doctor, this is for you, without question. The Audacity storylines are lovely, they're fun, they remind me, well, she's travelling with Charlie, but the Charlie period when it was fun to be with the 8th Doctor, before all that tedious messing about in null time space. Right, so the Bramble King is this thing that... Well, you know what? I don't want to give any spoilers. So what I'll do instead is move on to the 4th story. This is a 12th Doctor adventure by Hannah Kennedy. And it's great. It really is great. If you were worried that the new recasting of the 12th Doctor for Big Finish was going to be a bit... I don't know, wasn't going to work or something like that, we were wrong. We were all wrong. Because I was trying to figure out who was doing it, because it was that good. The 12th Doctor is in it, and is not in it, and then is in it, and you know what I mean, that's a spoiler. It's a 12th Doctor story. Okay, but here's the synopsis. When Laney leads an expedition to the ancient Merlin's cave system, the group are warned by Merlin's ghostly voice to explore no further. As Laney and her team push deeper into the mysterious caves, they encounter things far beyond their comprehension, including Merlin himself. So this one's got the new 12th Doctor. It's not Capaldi, and that's fine. Here we've got, well, John Coulshaw playing that particular role. And it works. It really does. It works very, very well. There are a certain couple of seconds where the delivery sounds a bit more Coulshaw-y than it does Capaldi-esque, but this is audio and we're fine. You can absolutely picture it, and it works. It works so well. Remember that time when they were interviewing Capaldi and he'd auditioned to be the 8th Doctor? Okay, picture it. Imagine all of those years of Big Finish releases with Capaldi, and then we might have got McGann if we swapped them out in time. That's a whole different kettle of fish and a different world to walk down. So 100% recommended. Congratulations on getting it on the CD if you managed to do that. Well worth having. Absolutely spot on. And if you are interested in any of the Doctors that you've ignored because you couldn't afford them, get this. It's great. And you'll be able to experience something magical. And I absolutely 100% demand, well, request, hope for, yeah, let's go with that, a nice annual Halloween release, because there's nothing better than spooky Doctor Who. Oh yeah. Until next time, here's the trailer. Make up your own mind. And be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Halloween, Sea Smoke and Other Stories.
Turn back.
Keep at it, my children. Labour well for our Lord and breathe deep of the holy miasma it gives us in recompense.
I don't like this.
Get out.
You have to hide, or he'll get you.
We were right.
If it manifests into a full nest and that nest scatters...
Allow it into your heart, Connor. Let yourself be saved.
Unless you're scared to walk through the dark streets now.
Danger. Leave.
I have held enough people at gunpoint to know what genuine fear looks like.
What is that thing?
It's a weeping angel.
What?
They've infested the building.
Go no further or suffer the consequences.
We have been looking forward to it for a very long time.
Doctor, what have we been burning? I can tell you one thing. It certainly wasn't kelp.
We are so happy to finally feast.
Leave this place.
Run, 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 run.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at tindogpodcast.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.